It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. It's 7 a.m. and boy, see if I book a flight to China through Rome next time.
Okay.
Social distancing.
Social distance.
We got an intercom system between us here.
I stretch out the arms.
Hey, Garrett Tucker down here from Harold's Auto Parts.
Hello, sir.
Hello down there.
How are we?
I'm good.
You'll get your letters in the next 3 days. I promise it'll be there.
Good morning and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host. David's over here handling things,
Yes,
and
sir.
Garrett Tucker's our guest. We'll be visiting with Garrett here from Harold's Auto Parts in just a few minutes. And hey, Ultimate Ford.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, stop by and see David today.
I appreciate that. I know it's raining.
Just go down and ask for a set of wipers, and while you're there, get the truck that's underneath it.
Right on,
There you go, yeah.
Very
a
good.
I
good
need
sales
my
point. You should
my
use
old
that.
car in Severe. Oh, right here, you know, get your new truck, you know. You take the old truck down to Harold's and get some new wiper blades.
There you go.
Go.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, come see David over at Ultimate Ford today for the best buys on your Ford Motor Company products. And got some
sir.
good deals, don't you?
Yeah, we do. At 19 models, they must go. So thousands upon thousands off. Plus 0%. So
All right.
definitely give us a chance to earn your business.
There you go. Ultimate Ford. Come see David Stroud. And Down on the Corner is brought to you by your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. I've only known it for 30 years. 425-3191. Yeah, your hometown Sears store. Where's Sears? You got Orsolin's, you got Physical Therapy Connection, and you got the building with Sherman Paint. Sherman faces west and Sears faces south. Downstream of Wendy's at noon at lunchtime smells so good, you know.
Yes.
Seriously, visit your hometown Sears store. And that's what Garrett's going to be here. Going to be talking about hometown business and the importance. Same thing with Sears, you know, Craftsman tools, lawn care equipment, home entertainment, appliances. What am I missing?
I think that's it.
Maintenance on the items plus
yeah,
service
yeah.
right here in town. You don't have to
Right.
send it off. Or what if this thing breaks? Take it to Sears.
Yes.
They're going to treat you right. Hometown folks, they care about the hometown people. Whether you're Baxter County, Marion County, Searcy, Stone Izard, whatever, you know. Take a look at Sears. We got that anniversary catalog around here somewhere.
Over
And
there
so-
on the table, I believe.
You know, Sears been hanging around since about 1880 or 1886 or something like that, you know, and so love Sears.
Right.
Check them out, appliances, barbecue grills, whatever it may be. Give your hometown Sears store a visit. 425-3191. They're at 1029, Highway 62 East. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you
Go
betcha.
see 'em.
You betcha. We are enjoying, all three of us have Brewed Awakening coffee. How's the
Yes,
coffee?
we do.
Delicious. I love it.
There you go.
I like it.
Good stuff. Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. One's a no-no.
Yeah, let the hospital be.
Let the hospital be. Let them get done
Yeah.
with what they're doing. And so, you know.
Yeah, the employees are enjoying that they're still open. They really appreciate them being there.
Yeah. Well, I bet it is. I bet that's. Of course, you got that dining room down there too. You know, that hospital's got some outstanding food.
Yes, they do.
They really do.
It's been a long time. I
But
don't
it's-
think I'm going to go now, but
Well, no.
when it's better.
Yeah, when
Yes.
it's better. There you go.
Yeah.
Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. You got Palmer Boulevard, which is not going to be busy right now. You can stop by and get you a cinnamon roll and a cup of coffee. Of course, with school being out.
Yeah.
And the coronavirus situation, it is what it is. So you got
Yes,
62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. So you got those 2 locations that are drive-through. And, of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center. When the time comes where we can go back into the hospital and get a cup of coffee.
Yes.
So check them out, Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. And can't say enough good things. I mean, they've got the mochas, the lattes, the pumpkin spice. You know, woo, in March, you know, pumpkin spice. They've got the buttered lattes. You know,
Yes,
they've
sir.
got it all, whatever you want. You know, they'll brew it up for you. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Right here, talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anybody there can help you. When they say with all our respect, it's not just the motto on the little logo on the TV screen, it's how they do business.
Yeah.
It really is. Great folks. Saw Bruce yesterday and doing fine, and can't say enough good things about Roller Funeral Homes, you know, with all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. And so, let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, the one good thing that I hope will come in the aftermath of the virus is that we as a nation will look to and turn back to Jesus Christ, the one true God and Savior. Scripture says we shouldn't have any other gods before you. Lord, you've made a good point. Everything is canceled or postponed. Now all we can do is cry for help from Jesus Christ. Lord, America needs to bring Jesus Christ back to the schools and the classrooms. We need you in our businesses. Bottom line is we just need Jesus Christ. Help those that are seeking you to find you. And Lord, please stop the virus. My prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Brace yourself. Hang on. You're not used to this. Hang on. I mean,
Get ready for this.
hang
Hold on.
Yeah, hang on.
You
Yeah.
might roll away.
There it is. Nothing vibrated that time. 1.3, 1.4.
You built it up too much. Way too much. Had me going.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net is where we find.
Beautiful
how's that
shot.
for view?
I love that shot. They've got such a great view.
You know what we need right there? We need to play Creedence Clearwater Revival looking out my back door right there. Yeah.
There you go.
It says, just got back from Illinois, where they from. I mean, it fits perfectly.
It does
and
fit,
this is
doesn't
looking
it?
out my back door. There you go.
That's beautiful.
You're looking into Cotter, Arkansas, one of our fine towns here in Baxter County. A lot of fine folks in Cotter, Arkansas. The river separates Marion County from Baxter County. The bridge has still got some lights on the left side of the screen, 62-412 highway. And the little clearing right there is the baseball park, the railroad museum, the picnic area down there along the river. Just a beautiful spot in Baxter County, Arkansas. And if you're looking to relocate, you call them at 870-405-0793, the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zador, the award-winning Z-Team, or go to retiredarkansas.net and check out everything they have. And they're ready to help you, whether it's Arkansas, Missouri. And, I always talk to my friends in St. Louis, St. Clair County, Illinois, Madison County, Union County, Jefferson County, St. Louis County. I know how old you are. We're all the same age. Y'all are going to be retiring pretty soon. And so give the Z-Team a call. Could be Southern Missouri. You want to come down to Southern Missouri? Come on down to help you. You want Northern Arkansas? Come on down. They're going to help you.
Yeah.
So from Gainesville to West Plains, all the way down to Marshall, Arkansas, whatever it may be, give them a call. 870-405-0793, RetireToArkansas.net. Once again, the morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Right now we have 47 degrees and rain, and rain, and rain, and rain. Oop, scoot the arm over on the record. Rain. Go down 3 grooves. Rain. 47 in Mountain Home in Harrison, 48 at Batesville, 48 at Salem, 47 at Calico Rock, Arkansas, flipping at 48, but it's 50 at Marshall, 48 at West Plains, and around the region it stays the same. 49 in St. Louis, 48 at Poplar Bluff, 48 at Springfield, 39.
No, right?
39 in Watford City, North Dakota.
Good for them.
They'll be in the swimming pools today, won't they?
Short sleeves. Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
Oh, we'll start in the northwest part of the country where we have Oregon and Washington, Idaho and Montana, with a little bit in Utah, precipitation-wise. Maybe a little bit of freezing here and there in the upper elevations. Shower activity in South Dakota all the way down into northeast Nebraska. And then, of course, we have what we're dealing with here. We've got showers from Charlotte, North Carolina to New Orleans, Louisiana, all the way back up into Nashville, parts of Kentucky, almost to the Ohio River around... and let's see, almost to Cincinnati, and maybe not. It's getting close to Louisville. It may not hit Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know. Anyway, shower activity throughout the region right now. We'll zoom in on Arkansas. See what we have. 62-412 is wet, along with Highway 65 going from Little Rock to Branson. 67-167 Little Rock, Batesville, on up into Poplar Bluff. And interstate-wise, I can barely see I-57 in southeast Missouri, and I-55 at Blytheville all the way up into Missouri is wet. I-40 pretty much from Fort Smith to Little Rock to Memphis is going to be wet. Not too much on I-30 towards Texarkana once you get down past Hot Springs area. I-49 with scattered showers between Fort Smith and Springdale in Fayetteville area. In Missouri along the state line, US 60, 160, 67, 65, all really wet. I-44 socked in all the way from Joplin to St. Louis. No, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong highway here. I-44. Let me start over. Joplin, Springfield.
Why don't you just get lost in the middle of this?
And then you got, this map's a glob here. Look at all this. Try to find I-44 in that mess, will you?
Yeah.
Still around Lebanon. It's lighter showers up there than I-55 is affected almost to Cape Girardeau, but once you get around St. Louis, you don't have anything on I-55 or I-44, and I-70 is clear right now. Then even I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois, east towards Mount Vernon in good shape. And so, but you can see Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Clarksville, Tennessee, Nashville area, Murfreesboro, a lot of rain over in that part of the country. No watches or warnings right now for us. In fact, I'm going to refresh this just to make sure. Just be mindful of the fact the low water bridges, the county roads, the country roads, turn around, don't drown. It's what they say on Channel 3. Right now, no severe weather that's showing up. There's no flood warnings, watches, or anything right now, but you never know. An hour from now, they may post something. So anyway, that is what it is for now. 90% chance of rain today, trails off to a 20% chance, clears off tonight. Tomorrow will be sunshine at 67 degrees. Thursday will be 68 degrees, and then Friday more storms coming through. So enjoy the rain today and clear skies tonight and Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday look for more shower activity throughout the weekend. Checking iDrive Arkansas. You can see the shower activity in the northern part of the state. No accidents or watches or warnings there. It looks like traffic's moving pretty well across the state. So from iDrive Arkansas, you can check the weather conditions, road conditions, and any accidents throughout the state. But you can also check your border states, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. In Missouri, everything looks good. No watches or warnings along 160 or Highway 60, and even 142 seems like it's in pretty good shape as we speak.
Very nice.
Yep. Allergy index today is a 5.2. It's dropped from a 10.8 from yesterday. Maple, juniper, and elm are the culprits. Tomorrow goes back up to 11.2. So get your Kleenexes ready. It's not the coronavirus, it's allergies.
Yes, sir.
And so, speaking of coronavirus, worldwide, 801,000 cases, 38,749 have passed away worldwide, recovered 172,000. Closed cases 211,000 with 82% recovered. That's 172,317. And in mild condition, 95% of the worldwide cases are in a mild condition with only a 5% serious or critical. So out of the 589,000, let's say 590,000, only 30,000 are serious or critical. Prayers for those folks.
Yes, sir.
With a mild condition of 95%. And so recovered is 82%, so we're not out of the woods, but we're getting close. And oil prices, crude oil, $21.64. Yes.
Right.
Sorry, oil caught me by. I like cheap gas.
I think
Dale, if you'll grab the money out of your left pocket, you can probably buy several thousand barrels right now and make some money later.
Yeah, that'd be good. It sure would. Yeah. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retiredarkansas.net. And let's take another. We got a few minutes. Let's go back to White River. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it is.
See the shower activity.
Couldn't have found a better spot that says the Ozarks.
Garrett, you should have seen that tonight. We had the tornado warning over here.
Yeah.
You could
Pretty
see
ominous, huh?
Yeah, you could see it. I mean, it was wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Hey, give the Z Team a call, 870-405-0793. They've got their social distancing going on, so you can talk to them by phone, FaceTime, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And you can check out the virtual tours on their website, the 360-degree pictures. They've got it all. They can help you out. And so, community calendar-wise, we're holding off because we don't know what's canceled or what's going on. So until the virus is cleared out and we can go back to a normal lifestyle around here,
Yeah.
We'll
Stay at home.
We'll just stay at home and fiddle around and listen to it rain, I guess.
That's right.
So, all right. Well, 7:14. We're going to take that break a little bit early. So,
Sure.
So we're going to be right back. Garrett Tucker's here from Harold's Auto Parts. Going to be talking about some local businesses, and so stick around. Be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At MS.
$7:17, and Garrett's like 3 chairs down. We're in the same studio, but social distancing.
Yes, sir.
I sneezed that direction a little earlier, and he kind of gave me the evil eye. I don't know what that was about.
Who?
You. I sneezed at you earlier, and you just kind of looked at me.
Did he sneeze? Get the spray.
I only picked my nose twice while I've been in here.
There you go. Garrett's here from Harold's Auto Parts, and normally this time we have Baxter Regional. They're just covered up. And so anyway, so I thought, well, let's talk about a local business. You know, Harold's Auto Parts have been in business since 1965. Started by your great-grandfather, Harold Tucker. Knew him well. Great gentleman, great family. Can't say enough good things about the Tucker family. And built this business with their own 2 bare hands, and here it is in 2020 going strong. And I keep telling your dad, Michael, I said, if you just get butter, eggs, and milk down here, I would save you lives. But, you know, you're not 30 years old yet, are you?
No, I am 27.
You're getting close. So already you know the importance of hometown business and hometown service at age 27.
Yeah, all your smaller hometown businesses tend to support each other. And if you don't have a good, close support system for, say, us and some of our key shops, when you run into something that's out of the ordinary, that's going to take some time to work with, when you all work closely together, it's a lot easier to get whatever it is found, taken care of. If you have a problem down the road, we had a customer that was in New England that had a warranty claim on a vehicle from one of our main shops, and they had to get it fixed up there, but we also have to handle it down here because this guy just had this done, and we need to take care of it 6 months down the road. It's bad now.
Wow.
And we need to take care of it here so it doesn't cost the customer out up there.
Right.
If it costs the customer out up there, you lose a customer for life. They're never coming back.
Boy,
so,
isn't that something?
so I mean,
you go
it's
firsthand, don't you? Yeah.
it's not just well, sorry, you're going to have to figure that out like it would be if it was corporate America. It affects all of us, and we've got to make sure we take care of our people.
Boy,
we have to.
Man, that's an outstanding point right there. My goodness. Well, I remember one time had an issue with a master cylinder on some Chrysler products through Wagner.
Yeah.
That your dad had discovered, and he was on the phone all day one time with some Wagner people trying to figure something out. And Chrysler uses a split cylinder, left front to right rear, so you don't have just front brakes or back brakes if something fails.
If something goes wrong, you've still got one or the other.
You got one or the other, and we found, I didn't, but Michael had found this deficiency on and he flagged it.
And
I mean, it was a quality control measure through Wagner Products, and it was found right here in Mount Home.
Things like that affects all of us. So if you can catch it before it gets to be a really big problem, it's much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
For sure. We've talked to a lot of people that come through the door or call on the phone or whatever, and everybody pretty well asks the same thing. Well, the coronavirus, has this affected you guys? Well, yeah, it's affected us just like it's affected you. It's everywhere. The rain is not helping for a lot of our customers that are doing sewer line installs, water installs, paving roads, stuff like that. We sell to them too, and we help take care of them too. But when it's raining,
let's hit time out right there in side rail. What he's talking about here is Harold Tucker's can make hydraulic hoses, and I don't care if what's the smallest, 3/8 or 5/16.
Smallest is 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch. Okay, yeah. These are two steel belted wire hoses that are high pressure.
They're braided around. And inside there's a rubber liner. There's 2 steel braids on the small ones, and then another rubber coating. Or we go up to 2 inch on your 4 and 6 wire hoses. Up to 2 inch. But
wow, I made a 1 1/4 4-wire one time. That thing was heavy.
Yeah, they're all there.
Yeah, let me tell you, and they do it right, because there again, when you're looking at several thousand psi of pressure, I mean, some of the burst points, 16, 17,000.
4-wire 1 inch hoses have a working pressure of 4,000 psi.
A working pressure of
burst pressure of 16,000.
Yeah. So, but you can trust these guys. They know what they're doing. Right. And so you don't stay in business for 55 years not knowing what you're doing.
Right.
And so, but and back to the digging the holes and all this stuff, because you've got guys run excavating companies that move dirt every day, and every time that bucket digs a hole and come up, that hydraulic stuff is working. That oil is going back and forth those hoses, and you'll see that cluster of hoses, on those backhoes and bulldozers and stuff.
Everything now, it's not like it used to be. Everything now is very, very smaller, a lot smaller cylinder and a lot higher pressure.
Oh yeah.
Everything is either fly-by-wire or it's pilot lines for hydraulics. Nothing's cable anymore. I mean, it's all fly-by-wire, stuff like that. So,
but still, the hydraulics are there, right?
The hydraulics are still there. The cylinders are a lot smaller but higher pressure. So you don't have, for your excavators, a huge cylinder that's running 2,000, 2,500 psi anymore. Now that same piece of equipment's running a little bit smaller cylinder that's going to be working at 3,500 to 4,000 psi. Some of these new excavators have a hydraulic pop-off that pops off at 5,200. And they're running all 6-wire hoses. I mean, it's coming more and more popular to use more pressure with a smaller cylinder on your bigger equipment.
Really?
That's becoming more and more popular.
Wow. Didn't know that. Learned something the other day. Mm-hmm. My goodness. So, getting back to just being a hometown, locally owned, family-oriented store, I want to say Garrett is the 4th generation.
Yeah, very nice.
And has a son. Hopefully that'll be the 5th generation coming into Harold's Auto Parts.
Maybe. He's got a long way before that. He's only 5 right now. So.
Yeah. Okay, we'll give him 2 years.
Yeah.
But that's how I was about 7 or 8 years old. On Saturday afternoon, Dad said, "Dale, come here." We're living in St. Clair County, Illinois. And he says, "I want you to crawl under that car, and I want you to take that plug out right here." And he's pointing to the oil pan. Of course, it's on a Chrysler 383. And to me, that bolt was that big. It was 7/8.
Yeah.
So he says, "Nah, don't you get that open end wrench. You get that boxed end wrench." So I got a 6-point boxed in under there. Like this. I could basically, the torque of the bolt, I can lift my weight off the ground.
Right on.
Yeah.
7 years old, drain the oil out of a 383,
Yeah. So. Does the little one come up and hang out at the store sometimes?
Not usually.
Not yet?
Not yet, no.
Yeah. When I had my car lot, my daughter would, on Saturdays, she'd come down when she was 4, 5, 6 years old. I tell you what, it lets the guard down of the customers.
It will. I can imagine.
They'll buy a car.
Yeah.
But now something, Garrett would bring his dog down, and now they've got another dog named Yogi that comes down. It's a black lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows
he
Yogi.
hangs out.
Everybody knows Yogi.
Right.
He goes and meanders about and lays around right under your feet, right in the way.
Well, that's how
And if you're coming with a water bottle, it's about empty. He's going to wait till you give him the empty bottle because he wants to play with it.
Yep.
But see, that's the family part. you bring the family dog down there, and everybody knows Yogi. Everybody knows Michael, knows Garrett.
Exactly.
And knows Andrew and Mike down there.
It's just a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a difference.
And we're trying to help everybody also. We are in a retirement community, and a lot of our customers are older. We've had several of them call and say, hey, I'm a little bit worried. I don't want to walk in. Can you meet me out front with this? And we've done it several times. We don't mind to do it at all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Especially some of those, this one customer I'm thinking of had surgery about 6 months ago, and I don't blame him for not wanting to come out. He's trying to stay at the house, but he's trying to still tinker with his stuff. I don't care one bit if you call me up and say, hey, can you meet me out front with this, and I'll bring you exact change or whatever. I don't care at all to do that. I would rather everybody stay safe and healthy and until this is all over, and then we can go back to normal. But,
that's just another plus of hometown.
Well,
family
it comes back to taking care of your people.
Exactly.
You have to take care of your people.
Yeah, and I've seen all the way back with back when I was redoing the 392 Hemi and my 383. Gary and Steve, your grandfather and uncle, they'd bend over backwards to try to help. I needed intake gaskets. I was going from a single 4-barrel to a 2-4-barrel setup on the Hemi, and Gary said, well, let's try this one, and when you're with a New Yorker body on a 300 engine, and you're talking 30 years old by the time I was doing this thing, but they did it.
Right.
They'll bend over backwards.
Sometimes you got to dig a little bit to find what you actually need.
And you can still get carburetor kits.
We've still got some carburetor kits. Some of that stuff is getting harder and harder to get.
I bet. Yeah.
The stuff is still out there, but more and more and more.
The General Motors Quadrajet probably still have some of those and some Hollies.
There is
and maybe
some of the Holly stuff, the 8 ends. We've still got carburetor kits for the 8 ends on the Ford tractors. Yes, the Quadrajet kits. We've still got a few Carter kits, a few. Yeah. But some of that stuff is getting harder and harder to get a hold of. I mean, it's
becoming specialty items.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. And I don't know of a bigger nightmare for Chrysler products in my day was carburation.
Right.
I mean, they were known to be cold-natured anyway, but especially my Holly 2245 2-barrel. Between that and remember the illustrious Carter Thermoquad with the plastic float bowls?
I don't know.
No.
That's a long before my time right there, yeah.
But your dad said, don't bring that up.
What is he talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Chrysler got sold a bill of goods with that one when Carter came out. It looked like the Carter AVS, the air valve system. The secondary is like this big around, huge secondaries, and when you throttle down, the engine just roar. Yeah. But the float bowl was plastic, trying to keep the gas cool so it wouldn't vaporize in the carburetor. Great idea, but it was just a lousy carburetor.
Poor execution. Yeah. Great idea, poor execution.
Yeah, I'm sure some of the gray hairs that some of us mechanics have are from Carter Thermoquads. But in the day, we'd had points, condenser, cap, rotor, wires.
You still do on some stuff. We were selling some yesterday. Usually you'll have an older tractor, an older gas tractor that's going to have a point condenser setup. Sure. And over the winter, if it sits all winter long, the condenser is going to be bad. For whatever reason, they don't hold like they used to.
Yeah.
So you'll replace the condenser and put a set of points in it. You can look at the points. They're not burned. They look fine, but you're there, so why not? But
might as well do points condenser if you end up do the rotor and the cap, give it a tune-up. When I was, back in the day of the HEI, General Motors, they had that distributor caps like this big around, had the coil inside.
Coil on top.
Do you do tune-ups? Yeah. And it'd have, say a Chevy 350, common engine, Here's how I do it. I use AC Delco parts from Harold's Auto Parts, cap, rotor, wires, plugs. Everything's AC Delco, which you had in stock, keep in stock.
We've still got quite a bit of the Delco stuff too. The 90s model GMs, the 305, 350, 454 to a point. We've still got the Delco coil, cap, rotor, plug wires, and plugs. We still do that.
Yeah.
And for the Fords, we keep Motorcraft stuff. Yeah. And everything else is going to be in standard or Blue Streak is what it was used to be known as.
Chrysler not running Champion, they're running NGK.
So Chrysler actually has designated their OE as NGK now.
Oh, are they?
So that's what we're keeping for that is NGK.
Yeah. And then Ford's got those spark plugs that are like that long.
The HT15 is the auto light number on that, but the that was the 5.4 3-valve head is what used that plug, and it was the one that was so common to break plugs off in the cylinder head, and you would have to work on getting them out. And Lyle actually has a specialty tool to get that out.
Now he tells me after I spend $1,500.
Yeah.
Take the intake off, take the valve cover off, take the rocker arms off, take the head off, new head gasket, new intake gasket for a stinking spark plug.
It was a job when it first came out until they figured out how they could take care of it. And Autolite actually makes, instead of that 3-piece plug that Motorcraft used originally, they make a solid plug to replace
That's
that.
why you need to see Harold's Auto Parts right there. You know, they've got the solution for this stuff. That's on the 5.4?
Yeah, and the 4.6s used it also.
And the what?
The 4.6s used it also.
Did they?
And if I remember right, it's 06, 07, and 08.
Probably.
Is the years that it didn't last very long, but if I remember right, that was the years that they used that.
Wow. More advantage to your hometown, locally owned auto parts store, Harold's Auto Parts. We're going to take a break. More with Garrett right after this from Harold's Auto Parts. Be right back.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
It's almost 7:35. We're visiting with Garrett Tucker from Harold's Auto Parts. And, you know, you want a good laugh, come down and just visit sometime. You know, and this is what I like. This is the old-fashioned parts house where they got the stools and the coffee pot and everything. You come in, you need anything today? Cup of coffee? Okay, it's over here. You know, have yourself a cup of coffee, sit there and talk. But when I was down there one time, when I was working down there years ago, guy came in and says, he knew everybody, and everybody knows everybody, so it's tongue-in-cheek and it's a lot of fun. And he says, I got a complaint. I said, wait, I got a notepad like this, handing him the notepad and pen, and then grabbed the waist back, said, here, put it here.
Did you really?
Yeah, you have to have thick skin to come down. You really do.
You what?
You have to have thick skin to come down.
But it's just like, it's kind of like old-time restaurant. You know, going to grandma's house for something to eat, that was old-time restaurant. And it's like going to visit your aunt and uncle and having fun. You know, you just come in, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And they will bend over backwards to help. And so when I asked Garrett yesterday to come down and just talk about being a local business, I mean, at age 27, you know the importance of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's what holds your communities together. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, it really is.
So, and now more than ever, you see that.
Yeah.
The importance of your smaller local communities, what they do behind the scenes before.
Yeah.
Whereas before you didn't really see it. I mean,
Yeah.
But times like this,
the knowledge, you know, your dad's been at it now, oh goodness, 30 plus years, maybe longer than that, 35 years, I'm guessing. Yeah, 50.
It's been that long. They're counting in their heads.
Well, Michael was down. I mean, Michael would get down there after school. Yeah. I mean, you know, he'd be down, you know, when he was in school, and so he's been at it all of his life.
52 now, so do the math on that.
I get them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. But the experience, and oh goodness, I'm trying to think. I've seen a Willys parked out in front of Harold's Auto Parts. I've seen a '70 Dodge Challenger. I've seen some vintage Chevrolets from 55, 56, 57. Some beautiful, early '70s Cheyennes. Remember?
They're still running around. They won't be today in the rain.
Well, no. Right. Remember John Geyer's half-ton two-wheel drive? Was that a
orange and white? It was.
Yeah, isn't that a beautiful truck?
I don't remember what year it was though.
I think it's 70 or 71 or 72.
It was in that. It was in that era.
Yeah, and just immaculate, you know, and just, I mean, I've seen them all down there.
It'd be really cool to have pictures of those from the time,
from the
know,
day,
in front of the building.
Yeah.
You don't think of that as life goes by. Yeah.
No, you know. Okay. What one car from, let's say, let me see, this is 2020. Let's go back 20 years. Between 2000 and 2020, is there going to be a vintage car from that era? For me, the Chrysler 300 series would be, my favorite would be either a 57 Chrysler 300C or a 1961 300G. This is the Cross Ram 413 or the 392 Hemi. Some guys like the 57 Chevy, some like the Thunderbird, some like the, you know.
I don't know. I think it's different from 2000 to 2020.
It is.
It's like thinking of the 80s cars that are going to be the next big thing. I mean,
oh boy, an 84K car.
Well,
wow.
Oh my gosh, no.
Like, no, thank you.
Well,
yeah, there's
Camaro,
nothing.
The Mustang and the Firebird back in the,
that
you know,
might.
the 80s.
Maybe.
Those
Maybe.
will.
Yeah.
Those will eventually. But once you pass 2000.
But even the vets. I mean, you know, I was in Atlanta, Georgia training one time, and the instructor, he had a, I think it was a 1953, but it was a Florida Special. No heater, no defroster. And it had, of course, the front windows rolled down. It's a two-seater, six-cylinder, but you go around, clip, 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 and two guys lifted the roof off and set it down. It was a detachable hardtop 53 or 54 Corvette. I mean, that's a $120,000 car now.
Yeah.
Beautiful white, canary yellow, just pristine. I mean, everything was perfect on that car.
I don't know of anything that just jumps at me that I would think would be.
Maybe an 02, 03 Cobra Mustang. I would say the next generation Mustang and
okay,
05,
so from my era, I'll be 62 next month in April.
Something.
Okay, I'll be 62. But if I were to open a barn door, there's a 60 Cadillac with a 364 3 deuce as compared to an 02 Mustang. Yeah. I'm gonna grab the 60 Cadillac.
Yeah, and it's because that's when it all started.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's at. Is in the 60s, the muscle cars, some of the early 70s. Yeah. That's when it started. That's when it was pure
Actually,
muscle.
it started in 1955.
Well, I mean, there are some.
Thank you, Christ, for him.
There are some.
It'll probably be a Chrysler 2.7 that's still running. That's going to be what's going to be
That's
sought
rare.
after, because that's going to be so rare.
Well, that's only got 27,000 miles on it. It's got 2,000
man.
left.
That
Well, that was a nightmare, wasn't it?
That motor was a piece of
Oh,
junk.
my word.
Yeah.
Jasper engines love that thing.
That was-
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
horrible.
Oh, goodness. A 2.7 Chrysler.
When warranty companies put surcharges on one particular motor,
Yeah.
a
Well,
surcharge,
you know what,
know it was a piece of junk.
You know what Jasper told me about that engine? Where the oil sump set in the pan, the oil sump came up and it had a curve, and then the 4 points on the head. At that time, it wasn't made for synthetic oils, and it would gel up.
Really?
And the oil returns would stop, and where that sump was had a curve in it, it'd suck air,
Yeah, it would cavitate right there.
and it just wouldn't work. But see, that was a Dahmer throwaway. Dahmer said, "Oop, we made a mistake here. Give it to Detroit." You know.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, Germany.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Send it on down the line. Pass it on.
That's what they did. Yeah. We've seen a few winners.
Yeah.
But then how many old 49, 50, 51 Chevrolet trucks have been out there too? Old cotton.
A lot of them are still out there.
Yep.
What most of the guys are doing now is getting these 2000 to 2010 GM 5.3s with a 4L60E, or some of them got a 6-liter with a 4L80, and putting in those older vehicles so they have a good, reliable drivetrain, but they still have the old car body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they figured out they can get the engine and transmission, the ECM, and the transmission control computer,
And
power
put in the
them,
older bodies.
and they'll run. And then they can put it on their old car, and they can have something that's
What would you
decent
think?
running
Yeah.
and
If
reliable.
Chrysler, GM, and Ford's okay. We're gonna have let's pick on General Motors. We're gonna build 20,000 55 Chevy bodies with a modern setup. Brakes, engine, training, but you got the 55 Chevy, 56 Chevy, 57 Chevy. So you can go buy a 55, 56, or 57 model with the modern engineering. Same thing in Ford and Chrysler, whether it's a 60, 61, 62 Thunderbird, or for me, the Chrysler 300 series. The powerful years were 57, 8, 9, now it'd be 57, 58, 61, and 62 with the cross rams.
With what it costs to build one of those, I think there would be a lot of people buy it.
Well, I've seen people spend $50,000 on Dodge Chargers or Challengers. The Challenger with the big engine.
Yeah.
And with gas prices the way they are, I'd be out driving that 2.4-barrel Hemi right now.
A fully loaded GT50 Mustang.
Oh yeah.
At MSRP is about $48,000.
Yeah.
Just a GT Mustang. Isn't it crazy?
With a 5.0.
Yeah. 5.0 automatic. We got
5.0
one
is
sitting
what, a
on the lot.
302?
Yeah. It's incredible. I think the reason why they don't do that is it'll devalue those older cars, because now you can get
but
it's
they're
like a
getting so
resto
rare.
mod. That's why resto mods are coming up right
Yeah.
now. Is because people don't really want the old drivetrain, the old suspension. They
Yeah.
want the feel and the drive, but the look of the old,
Right.
Yeah,
but the
that's-
new.
yeah.
And so they're sticking, this brand new system underneath it, and it's
Yep.
the shell of the car. Even some of the interiors have the new interior in it.
Really?
And when they roll through Barrett Jackson, they're bringing the money.
They're bringing the money.
Oh yeah. So there might be something to that. Maybe they just do one quick run of maybe not 20,000, maybe 5,000. Then it'll be out of reach for any normal person.
But even down at Harold's Auto Parts, you can go in there. I guarantee you, if I walked in there this afternoon and said, I need points, condenser, cap, and rotor for a 57 Studebaker 289 Hawk, they're going to find it.
Yeah.
There's probably a 95% chance that they will get me what I need for a 57 Studebaker.
How about that?
Some of the points and condenser we do still keep. I mean, it is still common in some of that stuff.
Yeah.
The Ford and Delco distributor, or some of the press lights too. Some of the Chryslers, but not as much. For whatever
Chrysler
reason.
went and transistorized. It was an option in 72, and they were fully transistorized in 73, and I think 75 was first year for HEI for General Motors. So, it's been right at 40 years now. 50 years for Chrysler.
I was going to say, keep counting, keep going.
Yeah, almost 50 years for Chrysler. I remember when Chrysler talked about it in 1969, that you won't have points condenser to change.
Yeah.
And with Chrysler, their what I call the ignition system, they use the same cap and rotor as they did with points condenser. They just put the guts inside the distributor that didn't require points and condenser and saved that part of the tune-up.
And a lot of that stuff got changed to the Petronic style units, so you didn't have to mess with your points and condenser anymore as often. You could go to an electronic style ignition in the original distributor and not have to change that.
And he knows his stuff.
I told you, that's
Big
why
time.
I invited him down here. It's so much fun to talk about this stuff. And then I got down there one day, and Michael's got a 1960 Motors manual. So interesting.
Yeah.
So interesting. 7:45, time for the last break. Garrett Tucker's here from Harold's Auto Parts. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
$747, Garrett Tucker's here from Harold's Auto Parts. They're located at 810 South Street in Mountain Home. They've been in business since 1965, family owned and operated, 4th generation. And tractors, backhoes, cars, trucks, you name it. Half-ton, 3/4, 1 ton, and keep on going. Air brakes, air brake pods, everything. Air brake hoses and the adapters, hydraulic hoses. And I'm going to plug it now. Shop there for Christmas. There's things down there.
Do we really want to talk about Christmas already, though? I mean,
why not?
Didn't we just deal with that?
Yes, we did. I tell you what, I've got a lot of good gifts down there for Christmas, though, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Especially when, you know, oh, and tools. Oh, my gosh, tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Can't beat it. I mean, hometown service, hometown operated, the Tucker family, since 1965, and they know their stuff.
Yeah. We do our best.
Fuel pumps for the old stuff, tractor supplies, you've got hydraulic oil, motor oils, filters, you've got Wicks and Parts Master. Let's talk about Wicks and Parts Master. You know, you can go down and get the top grade Wicks filter for about, I'm going to guess, $6.
It's usually a little more than that now.
About $8 in?
Yeah. 8 to 10, depending what it is. I mean,
okay, let's take like equivalent to like a General Motors PF5 or PF1, the big filter, the quart filter for a $350.
Those are going to be in the $10, $12 range, and I've still got some of the Delco filters too.
There you go. But for my smaller vehicle, I use the Parts Master.
Yeah, Parts Master's made by Wicks.
Yeah.
It's all owned under Man Hummel now.
Right.
It was the Affinia Corporation. But the Wicks filter is made in Gastonia, North Carolina. Like 95% of them are made in Gastonia. The other 5% are in Poland and Mexico is where the other 2 are. and most of the parts masters are made there. For your run-of-the-mill stuff that's being run up and down the road, just driving, the parts masters are fine.
Yeah, they've served me well.
Change your oil every 3,000 to 5,000, depending how you drive.
Yep.
Every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. We're not a fan of the 10,000 mile oil change. That's for what an oil change costs.
It's cheap insurance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with synthetic oils, right?
Even with synthetic oil.
Your opinion? How often you change with full? Okay, I've got. Let's say I'm driving 2015 Chevrolet Hafton two-wheel drive with mobile 520 perhaps or 530.
How do you drive? That's the question.
Right. Light duty, no loads.
I would go 5,000.
Yeah.
If it, like our delivery truck
yeah.
that we have, if it's that, we change it every 3 to 4 because it is get in it, start it up, drive it start stop through town. It gets shut off when you get to wherever it's going.
Yeah.
The part's delivered, comes back out, start it back up, start stop through town,
yeah.
and it's shut off
hot
back
and
to
cold,
the store.
Hot and cold, hot and
and
cold.
It does that all day long.
Every day long.
So
every day.
For something like that, that's the definition of severe service, the start stop. It's not the steady drive. It's the start it up, drive it,
yeah,
shut it
because
off.
that engine gets warm, then cools off, warm, then cools off. Does it 18 times a day.
Yeah,
where
when it's started and shut
if I went from here
off
to St. Louis or Little Rock
4 or 5 times in an hour, I mean, change it off and then. But
when you look in the tech manual, you'll see NOT. It stands for normal operating temperature, and so when you get to NOT, which is normally 195 degrees.
Some of this stuff now has got a
you were saying that
open circuit when it comes in. Some of the Chryslers are running a 208 degree thermostat.
Why?
Remember who I said? It was Chrysler.
Is that another Dahmer thing? Well, I had some. I've seen some Cadillac North Stars run 217s.
I wasn't real far into the North Stars. That was they were more a problem before I started.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember which engine it was that had that 208 degree thermostat. It's been a later.
Why would they consider it 195 now? Why the extra?
Couldn't give you a reason.
They're probably getting it hotter, faster to get to 195. Maybe I don't know. That don't make sense. 208 I remember 160.
Why do you put a transmission oil cooler on the bottom of a condenser?
Oh, yeah. With
also Chrysler.
Yeah. Brilliant. Dahmer.
I say that. Ford did that too with the Crown Vics. They did that also. So, I mean, why would you put a cooler on a heat sink?
Brilliant.
To try and keep the transmission cool.
But how many people really know that?
I didn't have a clue. I don't know what you're talking about.
The condenser on the air conditioner runs pretty hot, and they put the transmission cooler right there. So you're actually running hot fluid in, trying to cool it down.
Yeah.
Really?
If it was me, I'd tap that line and put the cooler out in front of that condenser core and cool it down.
The fix for some of it is to put a second cooler in front of everything else to help the transmission live.
Yeah.
The Jeep 2010-ish is like that.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And that's the fix, to add another cooler in it.
Tap that line and that oil. Harold Tuckers can tell you how to do that too. I mean, they're not a service shop; they're a parts house, but they can get you that transmission cooler.
Yeah.
Tap that line and put that cooler out in front of that condenser and radiator, and you get a lot cooler air.
Yeah.
Because you're talking sometimes 300 to 400 degree airs compared to even if it's hot outside, 95 to 100 degrees outside. It's a lot cooler air.
That's what'll save. It's the torque converter first is what goes in that Jeep transmission.
Yep.
Torque converter starts having problems and starts shuddering first.
Yep. Because
by that time it's too late. You might as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Might as well plan on it.
So, wow. All right. What else? What do we need to cover? What have we forgot? We've covered tractors and backhoes and bulldozers, hydraulic lines, hydraulic oil, motor oil, air filters, cabin air filters. People, what? A cabin air filter.
That's more and more common. I mean, it's.
And
they're usually in a very convenient place.
I've seen them go maybe as high as $28 on some of those.
Some of them can. They've got a charcoal impregnated cabin air filter now that's supposed to pull all the smells out. It seems to work. I mean, charcoal's been used to pull odor for years. So, but Wix does a good cabin air filter. Some of them are pricey, but
But they work.
They work.
Yeah. So cabin air filters, oil filters, transmission coolers, and even for the antique vehicles. And I want, if you don't know, stop by and talk to Michael or Garrett or anybody down there. I mean, hometown.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
We are there.
Can't beat it. What about, we got about 5 minutes. What else we need to talk about? Trying to think. Carburetor kits. Oh, trailer parts.
Trailer lights,
Gooseneck. You got standard trailers, bearings, wheel bearings, hub assemblies, brake pads.
Receiver hitches?
Receiver hitches.
A few of them, yeah. Optronics has come out. Optronics trailer lighting has come out. Of course, LEDs has come really far in the last few years. And they've come out with trailer lights that are identical to a regular incandescent, but it's got a single diode in it instead of having an 1157 in it. So they're taking the vibration that's going to be on your bouncing load of your trailer and lasting a lot longer than the traditional 1157.
1157, by the way, is a dual filament light bulb.
Okay.
1156 is a single filament.
Yeah. But that's something that's come so far, even in the last 4
and it's
or
funny
5
watch
years.
it, get behind the Cadillac where the blink, you don't see the filament cool off.
Yeah.
You see the blink, it's just all it's digital,
Yeah. The price point used to be on the LED trailer lights. You could pick up an incandescent for $7 or $8 for a sealed beam bulb, but the LED was $30-something. It's like, well, we don't want to spend that. Well, now it's come down enough where it's close enough. Yeah. It's almost silly not to. We switched almost everything to LED in the trailer lights for that point.
And that's less of amperage load on the alternator too.
Yeah.
So more advantage to
got
your
more
hometown auto parts store, Harold Tucker's Auto Parts.
More service life. I mean, it's been a good advancement. It's been one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Some of it hasn't been great, but the LEDs has been a good one.
Yeah, we've seen a few doozies come and go over
Yeah.
the years. So Harold's Auto Parts at 810 South Street. They're right across the highway from Town and Country Grocery. They're just north of Town and Country, just east of First Security Bank downtown. Garrett and Michael and the staff there to serve you today. And if you've never been down there, stop in. And I'll probably be down there about 3:30, 4 o'clock drinking coffee,
We'll be there.
And so, what else? Like I say, if y'all would just stock butter, eggs, and milk, you'd save me a lot of hassle going to town and just come to just a simple refrigerator, butter, eggs, and milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just know that they're still there. They're still open. They'll do what you would like by curbside service, even delivery. Yeah.
And professional hand cleaners for mechanics. They've got polishes. They've got the additives. I get Seafoam. And when I travel, I'll go down. Michael will say, "You going out of town?" "Yeah, heading to Nashville and I get a can of Seafoam." Okay, so I got an 02 3.8 Chrysler. And I can use Seafoam on a regular basis. And most generally, I can gain anywhere from 2.5 to 3 miles per gallon more fuel mileage with Seafoam that I get at Harold's Auto Parts by adding it to the gas. It makes a difference. And if you don't know about your additives, talk to the guys behind the counter because they know. They can tell you. Spray cleaners, adhesives. I literally will take a record changer in there and say, "This is what I need." I have made motor mounts for record changers from parts I get at the auto. Because they help you. And that's the whole point of being a hometown store. I don't care if you're coming in for a 57 Chevy or a 2017 Ford or whatever it may be. I come in with a 1955 record changer, and they're going to bend over backwards to help.
MacGyverism right there.
Yeah, to a point.
You need to a MacGyver.
Yeah.
Say what car parts will work on this record player.
Yeah, you have to think outside the box for that.
Right. Standard Blue Streak wire grommets are perfect motor mounts for VM changers.
Yeah. Very good.
But I get all my stuff down there. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
And we're about to wrap it up. Anyway, you've got this adhesive that works really good. The stuff I'm talking about?
The Gorilla Snot?
No, it's that dual thing. Looks like a syringe. It comes out in 2 points.
Oh, that's Permatex. Yeah.
The plastic melt. That stuff works.
It's the plastic welder.
Yeah.
That's the stinkingest stuff.
It is, but
use it outside, but it works.
Hey, visit Harold's Auto Parts. What's the phone number real quick?
425-5040 or 425-4727.
Garrett and Michael are ready to serve you today, so stop by 810 South Street in Mountain Home, and we got to run. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rain.